There are so many pieces out there, including Clouds Over Syndrome, one of the early pieces that talked about refugee camps and told the story in 360 video. So many experiences and so many news organizations have gotten more involved, big and small. But instead of talking about this, let's go experience them. I want you to download some apps. First is one you probably already have, the YouTube app. Make sure you have the latest version. I then want you to download the New York Times VR app, NYT VR. Also download 6 by 9 by The Guardian. It's an app about solitary confinement. And then download Journalism, an app produced by my students. Let's launch the New York Times VR app, and let's look at The Displaced, one of the first notable pieces done by the New York Times. This was the piece that was distributed to print subscribers when they gave out Google Cardboard headsets. Launch the app and scroll down and look for The Displaced. This is an example of 360 immersive video, and I want you to take a look at that and come back. Now, there are two ways to experience virtual reality in this app. One is called Magic Window, where you move your phone around and view the world through your phone. The other is using a head-mounted display like Google Cardboard. If you happen to have a viewer, make sure you click on that icon and experience that story in a more immersive way. It's pretty powerful. Now, the next experience I want you to try is called Kia. Scroll down back in the New York Times app. It's inside the New York Times VR app under something called the Sundance Collection. Click on the Sundance Collection and look for Kia. This is a piece done by Noni de la Peña and her company, Emblematic Group. It's a piece about domestic abuse. It's pretty powerful. Go watch that and come back. The next piece I want you to try is in the 6 by 9 app. Launch that app and experience this piece about solitary confinement. Make sure you have headphones on to really get this full immersive experience. Again, you can watch it through Magic Window, or if you have a headset, watch it through that viewer. Now you're thinking, of course the New York Times and the Guardian could do these experiences. They have the resources. Well, now I want you to launch the Journalism app, an app produced by my students, and take a look at the experiences about hell and high water. This was a project that my students and I did in partnership with ProPublica, but it was with no resources. We used 360 cameras and some techniques with Unity and CG graphics to create these stories. Let me tell you, if we can create these pieces, you can create these pieces. Go try out the introduction, the storm surge, but make sure you take a look at the people piece. That's a really great example of progressive 360 video production. And come back. Now I want you to launch YouTube. There are a lot of experiences you can try. You don't necessarily need to have a custom app to experience VR or distribute VR. So launch the YouTube app on your phone. And what I want you to do is to click on the search icon and type in The Verge Michelle Obama. In this VR experience for YouTube, I want you to search for these things, not click on links. So type in The Verge Michelle Obama in the search icon, and you'll see this video piece there. Go ahead and click on that and watch the piece. And it's pretty powerful. It's done with a lot of graphics all the way around. Again, you can watch it through the Magic Window or through a head-mounted display like Google Cardboard if you have one. Now, here is Michelle Obama 360 by The Verge in what's called ecto-rectangular. This is flat. This is if you watch it on a flat, non-rendered in 360, non-rendered in a spherical manner. You see all the way around. It's a pretty cool piece, and I like it because it uses a lot of graphics. Now I want to show you something that I think is really unique. It's really hard to do edits in 360, and The Verge found a way to do it by using graphics to disguise. Look at Michelle Obama's hand. They're going to make a jump cut right there. It's a really cool technique that they did. There are a lot of experiences on YouTube. I want you to do a search for Meet the Largest Dinosaur by BBC One. You'll get to walk along a huge dinosaur and get a sense of scale. Another one is done by Ben Kramer, the Drone 360, Apartments Falling into the Ocean. See if you can spot Ben on the bottom flying the drone. ABC News has done some great VR stuff. So take a look at ABC News Inside North Korea, also found on YouTube. They do a traditional broadcast stand-up segment and really creative views. And for fun, go ahead and take a look for the horror series Alien Help. That's just a really cool piece. Has nothing to do with journalism, but check it out. It's pretty cool. Now, there are two other experiences that I want you to try out. These are desktop, meaning you don't need your phone. You're going to use Facebook and view these experiences on your desktop. The first one is Frontline, On the Brink of Famine. Take a look at that one and see how they produced a 360 video experience. The other is by Ben Kramer again, when he was an innovation fellow at BuzzFeed. This is a 360 look at the aftermath of a fire in California. What's different here is that they used the Ricoh Theta. The other cameras used to produce his experience were more high-end, but Ben put the Ricoh Theta into the hands of the person they were interviewing. They also flew around a drone. Take a look at that. Let's go back. After you viewed all these experiences, I want you to go to the discussion forum to talk about what you thought about these experiences. What worked, what didn't. Share your thoughts, and we'll talk again next week.